Is the third wave more of a challenge for you?
Yeah, absolutely. With this third wave and the increased restrictions and knowing a little bit more about the virus, we're all looking at each other, I think, on the streets as potential threats, which is unfortunate. But yes, it certainly has been more challenging, and especially to follow the restrictions closely.
I would say no. I kind of came to terms with it fairly early on, and I'm comfortable, to a degree, living with it because I'm pretty careful. Generally speaking, this is the first time I've spoken face-to-face with somebody without a mask for a long time, so this is the exception.
Not me personally, but I know many people have, and again, I think it's really important that we all do our part and keep each other safe and try and get through this and persevere through and get some normalcy back.
How have people told you that it's been more challenging for them?
Well, I just know people in the healthcare, I know people in different industries, and it's affected so many lives in so many different ways. And but again, like anything, we do have to work together and think of each other first and foremost. And I think if we can do that, we would all be in a better place.
It's just all the same wave. Like, it's just scary. Like, we're closing in on 4 million people in the world dead so far, and there's still some shaking out to be done. And the third wave thing, it's just more of the same, and it's going to be a little while before we break the fever, as it were.
I'm actually a nurse. I work in home care, so I'm not front line. I'm finding it more of a challenge just trying to keep people on track and keep people aware, active, aware, wearing masks, distancing. So, yeah, I am finding it a little bit more of a challenge. I think people are just getting really weary of it and getting very lax with the rules. And yeah, I'm finding it more of a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm 18, right? And so like a year ago, I was living with my parents. This year, I'm living alone. So like it's a little more lonely this go around, but that's about the only difference. Just that my living situation's a little different this time around.
Yes, it definitely has been. Being a DJ in Saskatoon, we have definitely been affected by COVID. Our jobs have completely dried up. With all the clubs and bars being closed, we haven't had a chance to recuperate our finances. So this third wave has definitely been very hard.
I am not that affected because I'm working from home 3 days in a week and 2 days in the office. And our office has been very, very careful with they're taking care of us. So for me, it's not, and I'm used to being at home, even though pre-COVID, so we're okay. My family's okay.
From a mental health standpoint, likely the third wave has been the more hard. From a planning and adapting life, it's been similar to the first couple waves, but it's just weighing more mentally on it every day.
Not necessarily. I've been unemployed for a little bit now, and nothing has really changed for me. I'm not really doing much. I'm doing a little bit of outdoor socializing in a situation like this, but no, nothing's really changed.
Well, I think the first wave was a lot of unknowns. As we get to know more and vaccinations are coming out, I feel that we're getting some answers, but the variants also are a worry as well. So it's like something that just doesn't go away.
I think in terms of for me, I've been dealing with it fairly well. I'm one of those people that I think I'm trying to follow the health orders as much as possible, and I'm trying to do whatever I can do best in my power to help all the Manitobans. So it's definitely been a year and 3 months that have been very different, but I think we as Manitobans, we got to do what we got to do to get for the times to get better as soon as possible. So it's been a challenge, but I think it's a challenge that I welcomed.
Honestly, no, not really, I don't think. Actually, probably less so because it's summertime or spring, so you can be outside a bit more. And yeah, but I'm actually pretty okay with the isolating and staying home and all that stuff.
I don't believe so. We're like almost near summer, so then you can actually go outside, which is nice, instead of just being like inside all the time. I feel like we have practice. We're getting the vaccines out, which is really good. But yeah, I feel like overall it won't be.
No, I'm managing it. I think it's a challenge for a lot of people, though. I just think that it's a lot. I think we're losing faith in the government because of the inconsistencies as far as the rules are concerned. A lot of half measures. I think that combined with the mental health stress of being under lockdown, it's kind of a perfect storm.
The fatigue from abiding by restrictions, the itchingness to get on with it, the fact that I have been vaccinated, so I want to get life back to normal. So yes, I really have some frustrations, but totally I'm going to abide by the restrictions.
Yeah, I think it is really, because I think aside from the fact that we're limited to what we can do, I think there's a psychological thing too, that will we ever get out of this, you know?
No, I think it's more frustrating that we have a third wave, but I think I'm more prepared than I was during, the second wave or the first wave.
How so?
I kind of just know how to handle it. I mean, we go back in lockdown. Oh, I've already done it, so I kind of know what to do.